Welcome back from that break. If you just joined in, this is Good Morning Abuja on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I have a guest here with me, and it will surprise you to know he's into this something unique. What is that unique something? Cartoon. What about cartoon? We'll find out from Kehinde Omotosho. He is an editorial cartoonist. You are welcome to Good Morning Abuja.
Thank you. Really
so as I said, it's something unique. Like you don't see, you easily find other artists, but a cartoonist is rare for your kind. So it's a pleasure having you on the program today.
It's really a pleasure as
well.
So
how did you actually go into cartoon, editorial cartoon?
Yes, actually, thank you so much. Actually, let me say, I was born as an artist.
Okay. Okay, you were born. You started from your mother's womb, I'm sure.
Yes, exactly. Okay. I grew up drawing and all that, so I can't really say how it all started.
Okay.
But I could remember that back in those days, I used to draw Ninja Turtles and all that. Yes. I mean, back in the days, while I was in primary school till secondary school and all that. So a lot of our friends knew us, myself and my twin mother. We used to draw back then.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So not until I got to the university, I had to sideline it for my studies. So at some point, I stopped it. But while I was about to finish, there was a friend that encouraged me that I have to pick it up back again, because that person, the person was so much yes. Okay. He was so much interested. He loves art and all that. So he encouraged me. So while I was doing my NYSC, in fact, I think it will remain like 4 months to finish our NYSC. Okay. Because then we used to hang around during CDS, doing nothing. So someone just brought an idea that you can be among the editorial unit and all that before you leave and all that, instead of all this, So lo and behold, I joined the editorial unit. So I started writing for them. I did a lot of writings for them. So when I write, I also draw. So I draw cartoons for it was Oyo Copper.
Oyo State. Oh, you started at Oyo Copper. Oh, yes. Okay.
So I did their cartoon. It was 2008-2009 set back then. So I started it. So among our group, there was this guy. He too read physics electronics. Okay. So the guy too is a good copywriter. So the guy too writes a lot. So he saw the way at which I draw and all that. So he took interest in me. So we started. So most times he had his own book that I wanted to publish and all that. It's like a poem. So I was the one that helped him. So prior to the time that we finished NYSC, that was how I started. So along the line, I picked interest in it. So that was how it started
for you.
Just started by the wayside. Not that I have fully started, but just.
At least you continued from where you stopped, and you're now upgrading yourself. Yes. Oh, nice. Okay, so now that you're into it, how do you approach creating a cartoon that addresses the situation around? Because you find out most cartoons, like you are an editorial cartoonist, most times the cartoon is actually addressing an issue that is on ground. So how do you go about creating cartoon?
Yes, most times going about to create it has so many ways that that we could receive such inspiration and all that. Okay. Sometimes it could be on the way people. It could be on social media. Somehow, because most times I always check people's comments and all that.
Okay, when a post is made and then
when someone posts a topic, and the way people respond can bring an idea.
I know people are funny. Like
people are funny. Yes, they will just. They will just release it out there, because people are more. Cartoon is more opinionated, and it's not supposed to be readily. To just label it fully. Let people speak for it. So sometimes we could have people around us that could even shed more light. I have this opinion and all that. Can you create this? Or an opinion that we might have, we might bring it out. But along the line, while we are trying to shape it out, something might even come up to change the whole idea, just to add more to it. So that's how it comes. We are not an originator of the idea most
yeah,
times.
but most times, okay, but at least you find something and create something out of those ideas that you get. Oh, nice. Okay, so what's the role of editorial cartoon in today's media?
The role is quite much. Actually, the role is to speak message, speak to the situation on ground, and in a joking way, in a more satirical way that won't bring fights whatsoever. So it addresses issues, and it also simplifies issues, because most often when we want to comment on sensitive issues, we how to escape some words or some powerful words is very crucial. So it's always good to approach it in a very satirical form. So cartoon is the best way for me to send the message,
push the message.
Okay.
So how do you balance the need to be informative and then at the same time entertaining in your cartoons?
That's quite it's a very deep question. Yeah, to be very informative, because most of the time you have to go all out. You have to listen to the news. You have to have news feeds on your phone. Try to check what is happening. Even on social media, on Twitter, you have to know what is trending and all that. And the way you see the way people are coming with different opinions, different comments and all that. So you tend to strike a balance by creating what you think would resolve the issue, or what could be
the tension
that could something that would douse the tension and all that. So that's how we strike the balance. And most often it's always good to be up there in terms of current affairs and all that.
Have you ever faced backlash or criticism for a cartoon you created, and then how did you handle it?
Though I've never faced one.
Oh, nice. So you've been really careful.
I've been really careful. Thanks to our editors and all that. If not for those editors, I would have probably come for me, come for my head. But most times they will scrutinize it, look it thoroughly and all that. Then we'll do some, because I've done a lot of some silly things where they will have to correct. So thanks to them. And we also have a group called Katan. Cartoon Association of Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
Yes, where we scrutinize our work and all that. So
before it's
we would have published it anyway. But sometimes while we throw it open there, they will critique it.
So
even before if we have an idea, we can throw it up there. They will critique it and then you narrow it down. Then you do the.
So can you walk us through a process that's for you to create a cartoon? What's the basic process to create a cartoon?
The basic process could be, it has to be, you have to write out your brief, your points, what the message you need to send, then the character. Then you can create, because most often artists, they always create while they are drawing, they always create a pencil background for it. They will first, the way you see a cartoon is not the skeletal form you see it. Skeletally, it would have changed over time. So you will just sketch it. Okay, I want this to be like this. I want this to come here and all that. So while making it, things might change. Okay, let me do it smiling. The expression matters sometimes. Then you might add one or few things to spice up the whole.
So how do you see the future of editorial cartoons evolving in the age of social media, like now?
It's going well. I see it going far, because these days something just came up. The issue of artificial intelligence. And all that.
I knew you were going to say that.
It has come to the point where, because we've done series of discourse on that.
Okay. Okay.
Because it has to do with people know how to who know how to engage the AI in terms of coding and all that, typing what you need from that AI. So AI is just to step up the game of artists, because it is telling us that any work artist or any artist that is not up there needs to step up.
Yeah, you need to upgrade yourself.
So you need to upgrade. Yes.
Okay, so finally, before I let you go, you share some of those cartoons that you've done that are actually something you can remember that actually brought you to limelight, or something is still one of your best works so far.
I have many of them.
Oh, you have many. Wow.
I have many.
Okay, give us one.
I did that of aviation minister sometimes back. So I think I heard that the presidency said they take cartoons so serious. So one of our editors was telling me that your cartoons, they always like to watch it and all that. They take note of it and all that. That there was a time when on a particular minister where a special advisor had to tell that minister that your cartoon is up there. See what they said about you, see how they
talk
about you and all that. So so most of there are a lot of cartoons like that that I've done. On that aviation minister, I did that of the president-elect as well. When he knocked out when he was pronounced as the president, and when they were collating the results at their waiting room, each and every one of them were at a pensive moment. All of them were under tension and all that.
Okay, so I wanted us to go on, but we'll go on a short break, and then we'll come back and continue from where we stopped. So we'll go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Are you interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
You're welcome back from that break. If you're just joining, this is still Good Morning Abuja on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. And before I went on that short break, I was speaking with a guest I have here with me. He's Kehinde Omotosho, an editorial cartoonist, and we've been saying quite a lot, and we'll continue on our discussion so far. So I'm sure you still remember what we've been talking about. Yes. So I was asking before I went on the short break, I was asking you your best work, and you said you had a lot and all that. Yes. So someone watching you now would be like, this person has gone for, he's young, number one, and he's doing a lot. In fact, his work now has gone to the villa that they are. So, but they want to say, okay, I want to be like him. How do I start? Because just like you said, you read agricultural something, so you can see there. So somebody who, I love drawing, I love anything art. How do I go into this cartoon? Like me personally, I actually love animation, but but it's something that I love because I don't know how and when I would go about it. But speaking with you now, someone out there want to learn one or two things from you. Like you'll be like a mentor now. How would somebody start? An advice to someone that wants to start up cartoonist.
Okay, I would advise such person to keep hammering on it.
Okay.
Not to give up. Because when you first start, it won't be that easy. Because I believe if you are so particular about whatever you lay your hands on, with time you will be a master of it. So when you keep trying it, keep pushing it, keep trying it, then look at other people's work, which you think you can see them as mentor. Maybe it might be outside the country, might be within the Nigerian context and all that. Then you begin to choose the kind of character that you really want to fashion in there's something they call how would I put it? Is it I think model?
Okay, yeah.
That kind of a thing. There's a platform at which he needs to tap into and look into.
Okay.
So if such person persists his persistence would help him or her
Okay.
to, because no matter what, whatever you lay your hands on for a long time and you have mastered the art of it, with time it will begin to come out and people will begin to comment, give good comments on it and all that. So rather than being a jack of all trades, come in here, then come in there, then you will be looking for a relevance where you will be relevant today. You might be relevant here today, tomorrow you might. So it's always good to stay in one place. Then that's one thing the European people, let me say the international people, are different from
Okay, they try to stay relevant.
They try to stay relevant in a particular position, and whenever they are being called up to it, you will know that this person is a guru in this area.
Okay.
So it's always good to. So that's what I can say.
Oh, that's a nice one. I'm sure people out there they are pleased and they are happy to know that yes, you are really doing well.
Yeah, thanks so much.
For your work has gone far. In fact, your work has spoken a lot about you. Like we've not seen you, but we've seen your cartoon. Your cartoon has gone places.
Thanks
I
so
know that. I
much.
believe the sky is actually your starting point, not your it's not your limit again.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
believe in years to come you'll be better and
Yes.
you actually be far above where you are right now.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming on
Thanks so
Good
much.
Morning Abuja.
Yeah.
We'll bring you on the show one more time to
Thanks so
always
much.
encourage and inspire us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks so much.
We've been
It's a
speaking
pleasure.
with Kehinde Omotosho, and he has told us a whole lot about how he started his editorial cartoon and all that. And he has told you out there that you should remain relevant. If you started, you can grow and improve on what you're doing so far. We'll go on a short break, and after that, the program continues.